It's Saturday, the moon is waning. Today we're going to clean the house and do a house blessing spell. But first, welcome to Vlogsgiving, day 11. I think I finally fixed my sleep schedule. I've been waking up anywhere from 8 to 9 a.m., which is way better than when I was waking up at like noon. So I feel good about that. I am a morning person, so I'm so much more productive in the morning. I get so much more done when I wake up early. So I'm happy to have fixed that problem. I've been up already this morning having coffee. I'm having Starbucks pumpkin spice again, which is now my new favorite flavor. And I'm getting ready to start on my morning routine. So of course, we must check the magical almanac for today's energy. Today is Saturday, November 15th. The moon is waning in Virgo. Actually, the moon entered Libra at 4:44 a.m. So the moon is waning in Libra. Saturday's energy is all about longevity, exorcism, endings, homes, and houses. The waning moon from the full moon to the new is a time for study, meditation, and little magical work, except magic designed to banish harmful energies. Now, you can do a house blessing spell at any time and it'll still be effective, but I'm a firm believer in using magical timing whenever possible to add strength and energy and kind of make my spells a little bit more effective. Today, I'm gonna burn some cypress incense because Cyprus is also ruled by the planet Saturn. This incense comes from Alchemy Flame on Etsy, which I will link to in the description box below. I burn incense every day to purify my space and clear my mind while I'm doing my morning journaling and meditations, but we're also gonna purify the whole house today with all 4 elements. Cypress is a feminine plant. It is ruled by the planet Saturn and associated with the element of earth. You can make a cypress wand as like a healing wand. Cypress is known to increase longevity if carried on your person, and it's also very protective if planted near your house or growing near your house. And you can deck your halls with boughs of cypress to protect and bless your home as well. Colors associated with the planet Saturn and Saturday are gray and black, so I'll be journaling in black ink today. Today's journal prompt is: what energy do I want my home and my life to hold moving forward? What am I ready to release, and what am I inviting in? As I was journaling today, I was thinking about like how differently I perceive things that happen in my life, particularly in my relationship. As you know, I have borderline personality disorder, and for many years of my life, it was severe and untreated. This is going to paint me in a really negative light, and I realize that, but it's the truth. It's the truth of what having untreated BPD is like, and I'm not trying to hide it. So in previous relationships, it would hurt me if my partner wanted to do something without me because it felt like a form of abandonment. And I would get very upset about this. Like if my partner made plans that didn't include me, I couldn't even handle it. I would fall apart over this because to me it felt like a rejection. It felt like they didn't want to be around me. They were trying to get away from me, even though that's not true. That's the way that I perceived it. That's the way that I perceived the world. I don't perceive the world like that anymore. And today I realized how much progress I've made in that area because Ted and I were supposed to go on a long bike ride together today. What is that? There's like a helicopter or some kind of plane flying over our house. Anyway, so Ted and I were supposed to go on a bike ride together today, and we were gonna go on a long ride, go to like another town, go for a hike, go eat somewhere. But it turns out I can't go because I have this piercing that's just a few days old and I can't get my helmet, my motorcycle helmet on. Because it's just going to tear this piercing out of my face. So we're not going to do that. And I don't feel comfortable going that far without a helmet. I mean, it sucks. Like I'm kind of disappointed because I did want to go, but I'm not like upset. Like I don't feel like, I'm just like, okay, you go ahead and take a long ride because I know that you need to enjoy this time that you have off work and you want to go take a bike ride. So you should go. And I will stay home and do my own thing. And I'm like, okay with that. And there was a time in my life many years ago where I would not be okay. I would not. And now I just like don't even think twice. I'm like, oh yeah, you can do your thing. I'll do my thing. It sucks I can't go, but we can do something else together later. And I can just tell from this like little situation, like how much I've grown and how much of a better partner I am to be with because I can't imagine being with me during those times when I felt like my partner couldn't do anything without me because it was like some sort of rejection of me, some kind of abandonment of me, which I know sounds crazy to somebody who doesn't have BPD, but that's just the way that we would perceive the world. And after a lot of work on myself, I don't perceive the world like that anymore. Like, I know that if he's going to do something on his own, that's not a rejection of me. That's just him doing something on his own. It has nothing to do with my value or worth. And when you have BPD, before you do the work on yourself, you treat everything as an indicator of your value or worth. Like, everything that somebody else does, especially for me personally in romantic relationships, whatever they did, I saw as like some kind of indicator that I wasn't good enough. Like, if they're like, oh, I think I'm gonna go over and hang out with my friend today, and I would be like, what does that mean? You don't love me? You don't want to be around me? That was like how my mind would work, which is, I know it's horrible. It's a horrible way to live. It's horrible for you and the person that you're with. But anyway, just I've made a lot of progress there, and I don't think like that anymore. I understand that other people's actions do not define my worth, and I understand, and just perceive the world in a different way. And it also helps to have a partner that you know loves and supports you, and you don't have to worry about trusting them and stuff. So there was a lot of mistrust in my previous relationship, and that does not help when you have BPD. That makes things way worse. Anyway, those are my journal reflections for today, and I gotta go take a shower, get ready for the day, because we've got some cleaning and some blessing to do. Getting ready for the day, y'all, and I just wanted to show you my kind of updated beauty routine because I'm going through another natural phase. All right, I kind of want to get back to making all my own stuff, using only natural cosmetics and things. I don't know what it is about wintertime that makes me want to do this, but maybe I'll stick to it all year this time. Here are my updated items I'm going to be using. I have my homemade deodorant, which I've already used. It's great. My homemade lotion that I made yesterday, which I used as a body lotion. I'm also going to use as a moisturizer. I am still using my Gold Bond Age Renew cream until I run out of it. And then I got to see if I can make something similar to that. And then here in this bottle, I have Castile soap, which I'm going to use as a facial cleanser. In the next few days, I plan to make a homemade moisturizer, but right now I'm just using my colloidal oat lotion as a moisturizer and a body lotion. It works great on your face too. And once I get this all down to a science, I'll make an updated video about my new natural beauty routine. This is just pure liquid Castile soap, Dr. Bronner's. Sometimes I'll add essential oils to it, but right now it's just plain. And that's what I'm using as my face wash today. As I've been reflecting on identity lately, as we talked about a few vlogs ago, one of my values has always been that I'm the kind of person who rejects societal beauty standards and traditional beauty standards. Now, that's not to say I don't like to play around with makeup sometimes, because I do, obviously, but I also believe that women are beautiful just the way they are, and we don't need any makeup either. So sometimes I get in a mood to embrace that side of myself, and I'm in that mood now. So I want to care for myself in a healthy way. I want to nourish my skin, I want to make sure I stay hydrated, and of course I want to live up to my own standards of beauty. I'm nailing it, by the way. And many times in my life, I have been influenced by society, by the internet, by social media. And as I get older, I care about those kind of things less and less. And I want more and more just to live true to myself, live according to my own values. And also thinking about when I was talking about my mom yesterday, my mom had never wore makeup. She made all of her own skincare products. She's the one who taught me to make lotions and soaps and all that kind of stuff. She was an herbalist, a better one than me. I don't want to waste all the knowledge that she gave me. Anyway, I'm going to ramble about this another time because we got other stuff to do. But so yeah, I just did my face wash, my colloidal oat lotion as a moisturizer today. And for makeup, the only thing I'm going to do is my homemade lip balm, which is slightly tinted with mica powder. And I just found a whole bunch of tubes of this in my herb cabinet that I already had made, but I'm not crazy about the formula I used last time I made this. So I think I'm going to make some more using the formula that I like better. So here I am today with no makeup except for my homemade lip balm. I've got my black onyx triple moon earring, my black onyx choker, black onyx crystal, and black onyx ring. I'm going all out on the onyx today. And let me show you my outfit. For outfit of the day, I'm wearing this very long, it's like a mineral wash black dress. I love this dress, y'all. I got it in Virginia, or actually Ted bought it for me when we went to the beach. And I don't think I've worn it once since I've been back home. But it's got like these slits in the side. On the top, it's like a t-shirt. It's got like a pocket. You can see the mineral wash. And it's just a long, really comfortable dress, and it's perfect for Saturday because it's kind of like grayish black. Now it's time to start cleaning. Dogs, are you ready to help me? I honestly don't know why the flash is on my camera and shining into my dog's eyes, making them look like they're possessed. Oh my God, that's scary as hell. Morty's eyes are red and yellow, and Bella's are yellow. Oh my God, I can't talk. That's creepy as hell. Oh my God. All right, let's turn that off. I feel like my dogs are demons now. Let's get started cleaning. So the living room's pretty good. I just kind of need to move the table back into the center of the room. Ted moves it out of the way when he does his yoga in here at night. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys something else about my altar too. What I've been doing now is I think I'm just going to update the altar every season instead of every month. So this is the fall altar, and it's gonna stay here like this until December, and I add things to it over time. It's got some acorns, some feathers, and things that I found. But this is kind of my fall themed altar. Oh, also I have this candelabra. I don't think I've ever shown you that. I have this beautiful gold candelabra I put on there after the mums died. So yeah, this is just gonna be my fall altar, and then we will do a winter, spring, and summer as well. I find that more manageable and more meaningful to me. Luckily, the house isn't in too much disarray today. I only have a few things I need to do to tidy up. After moving the table in the living room, I just need to wipe down the table in the dining room with some good old Murphy's oil soap. In the bedroom, I just need to make the bed real quick. Sorry, Morty, I have to disturb you. We don't use a top sheet, only a comforter, so the bed is pretty easy to make. Just spread it out and add the pillows back on. Then the finishing touch, Ted's squishmallows that live on our bed while we're not sleeping. The kitchen is already pretty clean, but I do need to do a quick sweep down of the floors. Let me motivate you to clean your hole today. Get up and sweep, tidy, wipe things down, wash dishes, whatever needs doing. If I can get this hole clean, you can get yours clean too. I went ahead and swept all the floors in the house while I was at it, except the bedroom. I planned to vacuum in there, but never got back to it. Oh well, there's always tomorrow. There was a lot more debris and leaves in the dining room than the rest of the house. It's probably our most used room besides the bedroom. Just sweeping or vacuuming your floors makes your whole house seem so much cleaner, and it's not that bad, or at least I don't mind it anyway. The house has been cleaned physically, and now we're gonna cleanse it spiritually. So here are all the supplies I need to do my house blessing spell, but I had to improvise a little bit. We're going to be using frankincense resin, like actual real resin for our incense. You can use a stick incense, but I prefer to use the real thing whenever possible because we need the real energy of the real plant itself. However, I have used stick frankincense before to do this spell, and it works fine, but my preference will always be the resin. I have a small plate of food as an offering. I'm going to be offering 2 of these beautiful peppers that Ted's mom grew and a piece of whole grain bread. I like to use very natural foods for my offering whenever possible, and this is what I had available to me. Now, typically I would use a spray bottle filled with salt water, but I have searched this house high and low and cannot find a spray bottle, so I'm going to use a small dish of salt water, and I'm just going to have to sprinkle it around instead of spray it around. I also need a blue candle and a white offering candle. Typically I would use a pillar candle as my offering candle, but I'm out of white pillar candles, and this is the only white candle I have besides a votive, so we're just going to use a little white spell candle. In magic, like in life, sometimes you must improvise, but it's the intention behind the materials that you're after. First, I'm going to get my frankincense going by pouring some gray sand into my censer. Any kind of sand really works. This is just what I have. I just like to do a thin layer on the bottom like that. And I'm gonna light this charcoal. Once the charcoal is lit, I'm just gonna wait for it to ash over before we add our resin. In the meantime, I'm gonna place my food offering in the center of my stove along with my white offering candle. The food offering is a thank you to the divine, God, goddess, the universe, whatever you want to see it as. It's an offering of thanks for the protection provided to my home and the occupants within. Our charcoal's ready, so I'm just going to put one small piece of resin on because it will make quite a bit of smoke. We're going to put the lid on, and here comes the smoke. So first I take the censer around to every room in my house, allowing the smoke to fill every corner. While doing this, I visualize the smoke cleansing the space and the element of air rendering each piece of energy it touches clean and healthy. When I've done every room, I bring the censer back to the stove and allow the incense to burn itself out. Next, I light the dark blue candle, which represents the element of fire. I walk to every corner of my house, asking the fire to seal and protect my home and its occupants from harm of any kind. I visualize the element of fire fire protecting my space. When I'm done, I return the candle to the stove near the offering plate and the censer and allow it to burn itself out. Then I take the bowl of salt water, which represents both earth and water, and sprinkle it around every corner, door, and window in my house, calling on the powers of earth and water to prevent anyone with bad intentions from entering and allowing only those with good intentions to enter easily. Finally, I light the offering candle on the stove and say a prayer to the universe. I may ask for protection and thank the divine for removing negative energy from my home. Later in the night, I'll take the offering outside and return it to the earth. Oh, I wanted to give you an update on my piercing. So I've got some bruising around my nose right here, which is, I only noticed it today, but I was also looking at something that I recorded last night and you could barely see it, but I don't know if you can see like this band across my nose. That's a bruise. I've had my piercing done for 4 days now and I'm just getting this bruising here. So I think that's normal. I'm getting a little crusty stuff around the hole in my face, but I read that that's perfectly normal too. It's not infected or anything. I'm taking very good care of it, doing, sorry, the dogs are running around. Doing saline spray twice a day, just like my piercer told me to do, and it's not hurting, it doesn't hurt at all anymore. The swelling's going down, but yeah, now I do have this bruising, this like band of bruising across my nose. Didn't expect that. But besides that, everything's going well, and I'm still super happy that I got the piercing. I still love it. I knew healing was gonna be a process. It is with any facial piercing, so I was prepared for whatever might come, and this isn't too bad considering. So anyway, y'all, I feel like today's vlog is gonna be a short one, but I don't have much more steam in me today. It's almost 9 o'clock and I just got done editing yesterday's vlog to put out for you guys, and I'm tired. I'm ready to turn in my exciting life on a Saturday night. Wait, hold on, I gotta show you the dogs though before I go. Oh, they were just playing until I turned the camera on them, and then they're like, nah, we're done. We don't perform for you. Oh, more. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little house blessing spell. That's just something I like to do every month or so, just to kind of purify my space, keep the vibes positive, keep out negative energy, protect my home and all of its occupants. I still got a lot more fun stuff planned for the rest of Vlogsgiving. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who watches these vlogs. Thank you so much. So I love you guys, and I will see you with a new one tomorrow. Bye. It's Vlogsgiving.